Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 10 Minutes Astrology, the most easy way to learn astrology. And every week, me and Alejo will be here to share some idea about how to learn astrology, how to improve your astrology skill. Hello, Alejo.
Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to the moon in Capricorn. I hope you're ready to make
Uh,
a lot of work.
yeah, I think I have a little bit difficult to concentrate when I try to put the Capricorn face on, and you are doing that. So like,
Do you like my Capricornian background? Like very serious,
it is
sharp.
very serious. It make me want to, become a, live news anchor and talking about Mr. Alejo. What do you think about this?
Yeah.
Or call you Master Alejo.
Even more Capricornian. Very
Yeah,
good.
that's even more
Hierarchy.
Capricorn. Yeah, that's really go to the Capricorn. Let's go the whole night. Yeah. So Alejo, how do we interpret about the moon in Capricorn, which traditionally is not comfortable there?
Okay, so the moon rules Cancer. So when she's in Capricorn, it says to be exiled from her
Mm-hmm,
house, from her home.
mm-hmm,
So, and the reason we do this, I mean, the reason, I don't know if this is the reason, but one way of trying to understand this is that the moon is about that period in life in which we're very vulnerable and weak, and we need somebody to love us so much that they
mm-hmm,
will do the effort of taking care for us.
mm-hmm,
Because life is fragile. When we come into the world, we're incomplete as mammals. So we need a figure that is
mm-hmm,
moved and that they decide to take care of us and to protect us while we
mm-hmm,
finish growing and we become complete human beings.
mm-hmm,
When you have the moon in Capricorn, this caregiver, this person who was supposed to be there and protect and be tender with the child, for some reason, the way that this sense of protection was expressed was not so much probably through emotional containment, but more through practical
mm-hmm,
things, through more mundane, measurable things. So
mm-hmm,
the image I always used to describe this is imagine the little kid who is 5 years old and they send him to do the grocery shop
mm-hmm,
and they send him with a bill of £100 and maybe they just have to buy two things. So then they bring back the change and the parents are mad because how come you didn't realize you brought back the change? So from very little, the moon in Capricorn feels responsible for
mm,
for situations of things that may outgrow their their moment, their moment in their development. So they learn to be mature, they learn to be responsible, they learn to be disciplined because they understand that their context in which they're growing is expecting them that.
mm.
So I always say, where do they feel loved? Probably this moon in Capricorn, they felt loved when they were being successful, when they were doing things right. Like what fantastic grades you bring. How fantastic, how great you behave. When they were
Mm.
being adults, when they were behaving like
Yeah.
adults. And also, I would say, because Capricorn is the opposite of Cancer, maybe they also felt loved when they didn't pay so much attention to their emotions, but more to their results. So, as grown ups, the moon in Capricorn, may need more time to realize what they feel. They might realize what they're feeling a little bit later, not spontaneously, because
Mm-hmm.
they are used to paying attention to the results, to the physical results, and not so
Yeah.
much to the emotions.
Yeah.
They may have the talent of
Mm-hmm.
being disciplined, of being organized, of being mature, of being successful. These are
Mm-hmm.
people who they set a goal and they need to complete it. So they are probably very successful.
Mm.
The critical part, let's say the shadow side of this, is that in situations of crisis and situations that are threatening, they might want to do that. They might want to succeed. It might be hard for them to accept supposedly failure.
Mm-hmm.
It might be hard for them to give up, to let
Mm-hmm.
go of the
Mm-hmm.
situation because they feel loved when they are responsible and when they have results.
Mm.
So this may be the shadow side, what they might need. They might explore in life, and it might be harder for them to experience that, yeah, to let go, to surrender, because there is the sense that if I surrender, I'm not going to be loved. It's when I'm
Mm.
successful that I'm loved.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very interesting with this Capricorn image about that they are step into the society collective much earlier than the other people, or they aware, maybe it's not stepping, but they are aware about the collective and the society much earlier than other people. So there is a kind of a, you know, very mature in the early age, or like you say, they take responsibility in the early age. This is a very, you know, a very dynamic cardinal sign. So they take the action, they start earlier, and with the realization of the earth sign, the material world. So I think there is not much time to stay in the kind of a nice, cozy, warm nest to
Exactly.
enjoy the nurturing or something. No, earlier you go, best. You know what a kind of it is kind of a the ancient difficult survival environment. Every case are requested to bring money home as early as possible, that kind of a
Exactly.
survival thing. So they have a lot of
Yes.
kids, all the kids will take some money home. So in order to help each other to survive. Should
Yes.
we?
And
Yep, yep, go on.
you know, my experience is that people with moon in Capricorn, they are very, because you know they might be accused of being cold and these things.
Mm,
And actually, what I found is people with moon in Capricorn, that's the way they nurture. So they take
mm,
care of people who are around them. They feel
yeah,
responsible for people that are around them.
yeah, yeah.
They're
Okay,
not that cold. They're not as cold as people think. I think
yeah,
they
I
really
think that,
show that
yeah,
they care and they feel responsible
yeah,
for the people they love. So they
yeah,
are always trying to help them, to support them, to actually I think the difficulty for the moon in Capricorn is the opposite. It's to ask for help. They are
yeah.
always willing to show they can stand and they can help you and they can be
Oh,
there
yeah,
for you.
yeah. Okay, let's go to have a look today's case then. Very interesting. We choose this case. Well, it's a famous Nobel laureate literature winner Ernest Hemingway. Well, I don't know how
Mm.
many people read his many of his work, but I think one of the most famous one, I think in the late of his year, is the Old Man and the Sea, and that kind of a
Oh yeah.
tough guy, that tough guy not give away and fighting with that fish, he definitely going to get it. He's put everything he wants and to get it. It is a pretty interesting image to suit into the morning Capricorn.
Totally, yeah. The idea of lasting in the battle, staying grounded, staying focused. Yeah, the
Yes.
desire to succeed, the need to succeed.
Yeah, Alejo, I think do you know a little bit about his style or something?
So he was the one who created, who coined, I don't know if he created, but who
Coin, yeah.
named a style of writing that is called the iceberg theory, the iceberg style, or something like
Uh-huh.
that. Which the idea is that, you know, it's interesting that it's in the fifth house of self-expression,
Uh-huh.
because
Yeah.
the idea is that not to go into too complex sentences or too complex ideas, to show, you know, that literature and art should be kind of simple, should be kind of direct and clear, and the complexity should be kind of guessed, you know, by the reader and not so much
Ah,
by the writer, which I think it's a Moon in Capricorn thing, you know, the idea of
yeah.
simplicity, of
Mm,
just what's necessary. You just write what's necessary
yeah.
for the person to do the work and
Yeah.
complete the whole picture. Yes.
I don't know. Is that appropriate to say that word? They cut the crap. You know, they just like a straightforward. This
Yeah.
is what happened. I think it's also maybe this is also the influence because he was the journalist during the war. And then during the war, you know, you probably going to send the message out as quick as possible before they've been bombarded
Yes.
somewhere or something. So the things would be what happening here right now, and this is the result, and what's the influence, and send it out. You rather than describe the how many people die and how sad I am and this and that. Well, that is in one way you don't need that in the words. In the second, Moon in Capricorn is not ready for that. How interesting
Yeah.
he has a Cancer Sun and Venus in the Cancer, so cute. Is
So
this
cute.
a
As far
conflict?
as I know, he wasn't very cute. As far as I know, he
Sorry.
mistreated women a lot, to be honest. But I
So,
don't know. I don't know if I know right. But I think he
all
wasn't very
right.
cute, and
Okay.
we know he had a lot of. I mean, it's not that. I mean, yeah. Regarding women, then also I know with his Neptune conjunct South Node, he
Yeah.
had a lot of drinking problems.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. That's another thing we learn from the when anything conjunct with the nodal axis, people know them about it from that planet. It is so interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Neptune conjunct South Node, there is a things about the about they are diving into something. They are living in a fantastic world, or either
Yeah.
dreaming, or either maybe yes, addict to something that is possibility. One of the possibility of this Neptune. Well, another.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a again, we have another Moon Venus aspect. Yeah,
Ah, it's true. Yes.
yeah. So this is another person who couldn't really relax too much,
Yeah.
and
I mean, you can imagine, the Moon in Capricorn, like
yeah,
being more like a kind of a person focused on work and results. But then, in the end, maybe he was longing for a touch, the woman's touch who would
yeah.
nurture and hold him, but
Ah,
he didn't know how to ask for that.
oh yes, that is true. It is very interesting to look at this chart and with that image about I think he always has the image about a tough guy, and that is really
Yeah.
Moon in Capricorn, and then that with the story he write with his style, that really shape I think give another kind of a idea about Moon in Capricorn in everyday's life. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, thank you, Alejo, for take your time out today. And then next episode, we are going to next side, which is
Aquarius.
Aquarius. I'm expecting what background you're going to change.
I don't know. We will see.
All right. See you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye, everyone.